Kind of to put the focus on the United Nations General Assembly, where India has slammed Pakistan's Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi's remarks, blaming India for blocking peace efforts. India's Foreign Ministry sources have termed Pakistan's allegations as baseless. Foreign Ministry sources told WION that the remarks by the Pakistani Foreign Minister about Sushma Swaraj leaving the Foreign Minister's meeting were surprising and unfortunate. It should be noted that she was neither the first one nor the only one who left the meeting. After being snubbed by India, Pakistan's Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi had accused India of hampering the spirit of the SAARC group of nations.
मेरी बात नहीं हुई और जेस्चर तो पॉजिटिव मैं ये कह सकता हूं कि वो बीच दौरान उठ गई मीटिंग के, हो सकता है तबीयत नासाज हो, लेकिन ये बड़ा वाज़ेह है कि उनकी मैंने गुफ्तगू बड़े गौर से सुनी और उन्होंने रीजनल कोऑपरेशन की बात की। मेरा सवाल यह है कि रीजनल कोऑपरेशन मुमकिन कैसे होगी जब रीजन वाले मिल बैठने के लिए तैयार हैं और आप उस बैठक में रुकावट हैं। तो मुझे समझाइए इस खित्ते की और इस रीजनल कोऑपरेशन की पेशरफ्त कैसे मुमकिन है।
India's Foreign Minister Sushma Swaraj also made a strong statement on terrorism threatening peace and stability in South Asia, adding that regional cooperation in South Asia is not possible without an environment of peace and security. We have WION correspondent Siddhant Sibal joining us live from New York with the latest. So essentially, Siddhant, we've gone from talks to no talks again, and a very strong snub and rebuttal by India to Pakistan's claims that it was India who was subverting the cause of peace. So fireworks can be expected today at the UNGA.
Well, yes, on Saturday, fireworks can be expected because both India and Pakistan will be speaking. Over the past 1 week, we have seen how Pakistan has been taking up Kashmir, while India has been talking about development, climate change, global cooperation. India has had a meeting with a number of world leaders when it comes to various issues. India met the Iranian foreign minister, in which the Iranian foreign minister spoke to WION and said that India has assured that no oil will be cut after the sanctions will be imposed, and with Antigua also assurances on Mehul Choksi. But India and Pakistan remain the focus, the tension, especially after the SAARC informal meet in which we saw how Indian and the Afghan foreign ministers, after presenting their statement, left the meeting. That shows that Pakistan is being isolated at global forums, especially SAARC, a regional grouping that has now become defunct. We saw tensions between the Indian and the Pakistani delegates. The body language was very stiff and they didn't even look at each other. And later on we saw the Pakistani foreign minister coming out, briefing the Indian and Pakistani press people who were standing outside. He was visibly very angry, also frustrated, because he was not only critical but very undiplomatic when it comes to talking about India and India's foreign minister. India was quick to react on it, saying that it was surprised by the way and the manner in which the Pakistani foreign minister reacted, especially on the Indian external affairs minister. So clearly tensions are high. India, of course, is going to raise the issue of terrorism. That has been the top priority of India. India has raised the issue of terrorism emanating from Pakistan at various global forums. And remember, India isn't the first country to raise that. Afghanistan has already set the tone with the Afghan delegation, the chief executive, Mr. Abdullah, saying that it's the safe havens in Pakistan that has been destabilizing the region. So on a Saturday evening, when India speaks, India will be telling the world how Pakistan is using its territory to make sure that the entire region is destabilized, and not talking about cooperation.
Siddhant, I'm going to let you go, but before, one question I need to ask you. Tell us what is likely to be India's pitch after this entire dramatic stunt that Pakistan has tried pulling off on the sidelines of the United Nations General Assembly.
Well, India believes in global cooperation. India believes in multilateralism. It is a multilateralist by tradition and by orientation. And India has shown it uses UN for productive purposes for cooperation and prosperity. Unlike Pakistan, which goes solo, takes the world for granted and has been a solo player when it comes to Kashmir. Remember, Pakistan is the only country that rakes up Kashmir at the UNGA. None of the other countries do that. Pakistan has been isolated when it comes to the issue of Kashmir, and it was very evident when the SAARC meeting took place, because most of the delegates weren't interested because they know that Pakistan is going to destabilize the region anyways. Let me recall that the Islamabad SAARC summit was boycotted not only by India but by Afghanistan, Bhutan and Bangladesh. So clearly Pakistan stands alone and isolated at the world stage.